Well, hello.
Process. Excuse me there.
Okay.
Spotlight you. All right.
Okay, thank you. Oh, that's great.
Oh, good. We're good to go?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and mute myself.
So welcome, everybody. And tonight, you might need blocks. We have one pose that I use blocks for, and some of you would do and some of you don't. And you also might like to have a blanket to sit on. And the other thing I just want to mention is the first part of this practice tonight can be done in a chair. So if you prefer to sit in a chair rather than an easy pose, that would be fine. So one of the reasons we sit on a blanket is to help us to sit up straight, have good posture, and have our pelvis with a little tilt forward so that we can maintain our posture. And tonight's class is actually going to be a lot about posture and spine and decompressing the spine. So, you know, we often are sitting in these days, and when we're sitting, our hip flexors get short, and that can disturb the low back. And another thing that happens is if we're reading, which I read a lot, we may crunch down a little bit and be looking down or texting or typing or something. And when we're crunched over like that, the abdominal organs are compressed, and the diaphragm is too, so you can't get quite a full breath, perhaps. So we're going to work on posture and lengthening the spine tonight. And if anything doesn't feel good to you, please don't do it. I will try to offer modifications as we go through. But even if my modifications don't seem right for you, go ahead and do something else, or just wait until we do something. Yeah. So with that, let's go ahead and begin. You know, even just in daily life, we're upright through the day. Most of us don't take naps, although sometimes we do. And so the longer we're upright, the more our spine compresses a little bit so that there's less space between the vertebrae. And so we're going to, let's just start off right. Let's hold our knees and gently pull on them and lengthen up through the spine so that we get more space there. The more space we have between our vertebrae, the more motion we'll have, and also it may help with reducing pain on the low back. Okay. All right, so you don't have to hold yourself up like that the whole time. Let's lift our shoulders up and roll them back and down. And let's begin to center here. Let's close our eyes and just notice your face to begin with. Just notice if there's any tightness in your jaw, or if your forehead is furrowed, or your eyes are achy, and just let that go. See if you can relax the jaw, smooth out your forehead, relax your eyes, and then using your mind's eye, travel through your body and see how the rest of your body is feeling. And notice if there's any place that is tight or tense. And maybe if you have anything like that, and maybe your hips or your shoulders or something, maybe just wiggle around a little bit and see if you can bring some comfort to those areas. And then settle back into stillness. We're going to focus on the breath to begin with. We're going to take, if you wish, you can take one hand to your chest and one hand to your abdomen, and just notice how as you breathe, your body moves your hands. When you're inhaling, your hands move away, out from your body. And as you exhale, Your body relaxes back in, contracts. So your hands move back in as well. And just notice this movement. And as we're sitting here breathing like this, why don't we try for a longer exhale? Just a little bit longer when you exhale. This is a really nice way to calm yourself, to let go of stress, and also to help with pain management. The longer exhale releases, allows the body to relax more. And with each exhale, we're releasing things we don't need. And with each inhale, we're drawing in nutrients that we do need, the oxygen and perhaps other things as well. The breath is an amazing part of our body. And now move to your mind. Just notice what's happening in your mind. And if there are thoughts running around in there, try to let them go. Try to focus on being here in doing your practice, not letting anything else interfere with that time you've given yourself here. And now let's take one really big inhale and then exhale out through your mouth with a sigh. And go ahead and make noise. No one else can hear you. So let's inhale deeply. Exhale. Okay. And then let's open our eyes. All right. We're going to start with warming up different parts of our body. So let's begin with the neck. And we're going to do just really gentle motions to begin with. Just down with the chin and up with the chin a few times. Not even your full range of motion. We're just getting some movement into the neck, warming the muscles up a little. Let's do one more nod like this. And then let's turn the head to the right and the left. Again, slow motions, and maybe not your full range of motion. We're just warming this up. And one more back and forth. And then come to stillness in the center. We're going to now drop our right ear to the right shoulder. And you might like to take your left arm out so that you get a longer stretch on your neck and at the top of your shoulder. And something I just learned yesterday is that if you hold your head with your right hand so that it can allow the muscle on the left side of the neck to release a little bit. It's not working to hold your head in place. So it gives a little bit more relaxation and maybe a little bit more movement. And then if it's okay with you, you can stay right here if you like, or you can turn your chin so that you're looking down towards your shoulder or towards the floor. Notice how that changes the feeling across the side of your neck. And then, again, this is an option. You can nod your head a few times here. Slow nods. Just notice again how that's affecting the left side of your neck. And then bring your ear back towards the shoulder, your face facing forward, and then inhale up. Good. Let's do the other side now. We'll take the left ear towards the left shoulder and the right arm out. And if you like, you can again hold your head with your left fingers so that the muscle on the side of your right side of your neck has a chance to relax and maybe get a little more length there. And now this next thing is an option again. You can stay right here, or if you like, you can turn your head so that you're looking towards your left shoulder or the floor. And again, another option is to do a gentle nod here. Just noticing how your neck is feeling with all of this. And then turn your ear towards your shoulder again and lift your head up. And maybe shake your head out just a little bit. Okay, so, okay. We're going to roll the shoulders. Let's start with rolling them back. So you may notice that your shoulder blades are involved, the shoulder joints are involved, certainly. Let's reverse that. Coming forward, notice how your shoulder blades are moving differently this time. Also, we're trying to make as big a circle as we can, but stay within a comfortable range for you. And now let's do alternate shoulders. So we'll bring one forward and the other back. And so besides the shoulders, we're getting the sides of the body involved in this as well. Rolling out. And now let's roll backwards. Okay, and come to stillness. Let's take the right arm up by the ear, and if that's uncomfortable, you can just leave it there. Leave your arm down. Take your left hand to the floor and lengthen through the spine on an inhale, and exhale over to the left. And you're going to press your right hip into the ground so that you get this good stretch along the side of your body. And if you're not holding your arm up like that, you can just lift your shoulder and you'll still get that good stretch there. Okay. And it doesn't matter how far down you come. We just want to have a good stretch along the side of the body there. Inhale up and let the hand float down. And let's do the other side. So the left hand comes up by the ear or not. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, pressing down through your hips. And then over towards the right. Ah, yes. Getting this nice stretch along the left side of the body. Keep the chest open so that we get a nice stretch there. And inhale, come up and let your arm float on down. We're going to do seated cat and cow now. So bring your hands to your knees, and I'm going to take my blocks out now. And we're going to, on hands and knees, we always start the movement from the pelvis. We're still going to start it from the pelvis, even though we're sitting. So we're going to inhale and move the pelvis forward, lifting up through the chest and maybe looking up towards the edge of your ceiling, coming into cow. And then exhale, move the pelvis back, making a C with your back, coming into cat. And then inhaling, coming forward. Shoulder blades towards each other. Exhale, moving back towards the back wall. Shoulder blades are apart here. Let's do it a few more times. Inhaling and exhaling at your own pace. One last complete cycle. And come to stillness. So the next one's kind of a funny one. We're going to be reaching forward like we're shaking someone's hand. Now, we're going to keep our back aligned as we do this. So reach out one arm, bring it back, reach out the other, bring it back. Okay. Now you notice that you're getting a little bit of a twist here, just barely. But say the person is over to the side and over to the side. So this is kind of getting ready to do a real twist here. And then maybe you really have to reach over and really reach over. And just another couple like this. Last one. Good. Let's let our body relax a moment here. And now we'll do just plain easy twist. And again, be careful with this. With our hips on the floor like this, we need to be sure that we're not forcing this twist too much. So let's take the left hand to the right knee and the other hand behind to help remind us that we need to lengthen through the spine when we do a twist. And then inhale and let's lengthen. And exhale, turn towards the right. And if you like, you can turn your head to look over your right shoulder. Sorry. And now let's release that. Let your spine settle back into its normal form here, lengthening up as we sit in easy pose. And then we'll take our right hand to the left knee and the right hand behind, pressing into the floor as we inhale and lengthen the spine, and exhale, turn towards the left. And you can look over your left shoulder if you like. Again, making sure that it's a comfortable twist that you can easily breathe. And then come back to the center. Okay. So let's take our legs out long and just shake them out a little bit here. Okay. So we're going to do a rowboat. We're just getting more and more of our body involved in the movement. So we're going to take our hands out front and like we're holding on to the oars and just come back and go forward, rolling the boat here. And if you want to keep your legs in easy pose, go right ahead or any other way that you like. Next time that we come forward, we're going to open the hands, palms down, and as we come back, we're going to have the palms upward. So exhale forward, inhale back, exhale forward, inhale back, and let's do this one more time. Okay, good. So we're going to take our feet to the floor, and they're going to be wide to the edge of the mat. And we're going to come back and with our hands on the ground behind us, keeping the spine long, okay? And then we're going to windshield wiper our legs over to one side and then the other. Just as far as you can go, whatever is comfortable for you. So we're really getting into the hips now, plus a little bit of a twist. But we're keeping the spine long as we do this. Let's do one more back and forth. And then come to stillness. All right. This next part, you may need your blocks. We're going to come onto our knees. And I always use the blanket under my knees, so. Oh gosh, oh well, you don't need to see my head. And we're going to, the most important thing is going to be where the legs are. And maybe I'm going to turn sideways. That might be a good idea. Okay. All right. We're going to come into a lunge. And this lunge that we're doing is called proposal lunge. And you'll see why in just a moment. We're going to I'm going to bring my left leg forward. And the right leg is going to be so that the hip is right over the right knee. And then this one, we have the knee over the ankle. And as we're here, you know, we were talking about how this hip flexor gets shortened when we sit a lot. Well, this is going to help stretch it just a little bit. And maybe you'll even feel a stretch in your quadricep here too. And again, we're going to do a little motion with our pelvis. We're going to like tilt the pelvis up in the front and the tailbone goes down a little bit. It's a really subtle motion, just a little bit, but notice what it does to that hip flexor and the quadricep. You get a nice stretch there. And if you like, you can have your hands on your other thigh, just to make sure that you are keeping your spine long. Okay. All right. Proposal lunge. All right, let's come out of that. And we'll switch legs. So we'll take the right leg forward and again get set up so that the left hip is right over the left knee and the right knee is right over the ankle. Okay. And again, we're going to, you know, we're trying to lengthen the hip flexor here to counteract all the sitting we do. So we're going to tuck the tailbone down, move the pelvis up in front just a little bit, and just notice how that affects your hip flexor and maybe your quadricep muscle, the muscle along the front of your leg. And if you like your hands on your thigh, that would be fine. Or you don't have to, you can have your hands wherever you like. Just keeping the long back. Take a few breaths here, really giving a chance for the hip flexor to get a nice stretch. You know, when that's tight, it messes up with the low back as well. So this is helping low back issues. Okay, we're going to come to standing next. So you can come up any way you like. I'm going to have to fix the camera here. And this is always a challenge. Let me try a little bit different here. Okay. Well, let me see where my head is on this. Nope. I won't waste too much time on this, but all right. Okay, that's not bad. And I'll move my blanket off the mat. Okay, so we're going to come into, I don't have a forehead, that's okay. We're going to come into mountain pose, Tadasana. But before we get into the actual everything in right place Tadasana, we're going to work with our feet and ankles just a little bit. So we're going to think about gripping the mat with our toes. I just can't stand this. Let me try again. Okay. Okay, so just think about gripping the mat with your toes. Not hard or anything, but our feet keep us balanced, keep us upright. Yes. And let's go ahead and now press the big toes into the mat and lift the little toes up. So we're getting stretches on our feet that we don't normally get. And then we're going to take the little toes down and lift the big toes. So you're pressing down with the little toe, lifting the big toes. And then let's go the other direction. Pressing big toes down, little toes up. And again, little toes down, big toes up. Let's do it one more time. Big toes down, little toes up. And little toes down, big toes up. And then put your feet down, the whole foot down. So we are going to now bend our knees just slightly. Then no gentle little bend. And we're going to start rocking on our feet, going in a circle. So we're going to start by coming onto the right side of our feet and then bend the knees more and come to the toes. And then over to the left side of the feet and then to the back. And let's do that again a few more times. Right and forward and left and back. So think about what's actually moving here. Your ankles, your feet, maybe your hips a little bit. The rest of your body is supposed to be staying pretty steady. When we come to the heels, let's stop and go the other direction. So we'll go over to the left and then to the toes and to the right and back to the heels. Left, toes, right and back. And one last time. Now, one of the reasons this is important is because it's getting our ankles so that they're used to us moving, and if we happen to trip or something, our feet will know what to do. Our brain will know how to handle it so we don't end up on the ground. Okay. All right, so now let's actually come into Tadasana itself. Your feet are hip width apart. Let's bend our knees just a little bit and then press into the feet. Do that again. Feel your weight down in your feet and then straighten your legs, leaving a small bend in your knees still. And so that we're really grounded. We have our hips over our heels and ankles. Our tummies in just a gentle in a tightening. Let's lift our shoulders and roll them back down. And lengthen the back of your neck and lift the top of your head towards the ceiling. And your arms can be hanging by your side or open out, whatever you like. So this is your basis for your good posture. You can do this anywhere. Maybe close your eyes for a moment if you're comfortable with that. All right, let's open up the eyes. And I need to look for a moment. Okay, all right. So we're going to do a few sun breaths. So inhale out and up and exhale down. Just a real simple sun breath. Inhale out and up and exhale down. Last one like this. Inhale out and up and exhale down. This time we're going to inhale out and up, and we're going to exhale, bring our hands to cactus arms. And then inhale, press your arms back, feeling your shoulder blades coming towards each other. And then exhale, bring your arms as close as you can. And then press your hands back towards the wall. So you're opening your chest here. And then we're going to come into a chair pose. So bending the knees, making sure the knees don't go past your toes. And then we'll bring our hands down to the knees. And then come back up and roll the shoulders back and down. And we'll do that a few more times. So inhaling out and up. Exhaling to cactus arms, pressing back on an inhale, exhale forward. Our hands go back, opening the chest on an inhale, coming forward into a chair pose, hands to your thighs, and then come back up. And last time of this. Inhale out and up. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, press your arms back. Exhale, bring them together or as close as you can. Inhale, press your hands back, long arms. Exhale, come into chair pose. Hands to your thighs and come back up. Okay. Yes. All right. I thought the next thing we would do would be a warrior one variation kind of a sequence. So you might want to come forward to the front of your mat, and then let's step back with the left foot. Now, this is our warrior one feet. And so I'll do this sideways here. Okay, so you want your knee over your ankle or behind your ankle. Okay, and your other one back. Okay, I'll stay sideways if I can do that here. And we're going to do like a breaststroke. We're going to reach out and then come back and straighten the leg and then go forward and come back with straight legs, go forward, come back. And this time we're going to keep our hands back with the straight leg. So it's a variation on stargazing warrior. And then we're going to bend the front knee, coming into a variation of humble warrior, keeping the arms back and up as much as you can, and the back is aligned, okay? And then on the next inhale, come back up and come into your warrior pose. Okay. All right, let's do that again. So we start by doing breaststroke with the knee bent. Straighten the leg, coming back. Reaching forward. Straighten the leg, bring the arms back. Last one. Okay. This time we'll keep our arms back in a variation of stargazing warrior. Fold forward with the bent knee in a variation of humble warrior. And then press into both feet, coming up into warrior one. Let's bring the arms down and come back into mountain pose. Okay. Take a few breaths here. And let's do the other side. So we step back with, I think the right leg is what I said. We'll step back with the other leg. Or did I? There we go. Okay. Anyway, you probably know better than I which leg was back. And we'll do the same thing again. We'll start with the breaststroke with the knee bent. Open out, straighten the leg. You're opening your chest. And then bend your knee, coming into the arms forward. Straighten your leg, coming back. So forth. Oh my gosh. Okay. Good thing I have a wall here today. Straighten your leg, coming back. And I need to do this one more time just to show I can. Okay. Leg is straight. Arms are back, far, chest open as much as you can. This variation of stargazing warrior. You may be looking up towards the edge of the ceiling. Bend your front knee, coming into a version of modification of humble warrior. Arms are still straight and back. Palms towards the ceiling. Back is aligned. And then press into your feet and come up to your warrior one. Good. Okay, let's do it again. Okay. Breaststroke, straight leg, bend as you reach, coming forward. And this is our last one like this. We'll keep our arms back with the legs straight and our variation on stargazing warrior. Bend the front knee. Come into the variation of humble warrior. And then reach up, oops, coming into your warrior one. And then release. And maybe shake out your feet. And let's come back into mountain pose. Take a few breaths here. All right. So, we've done a few things to get us ready for a balanced pose. We did this rolling around our feet. Let's go ahead and do the crane. It's one of my favorites. So we're going to start by just lifting the arms up and down. These are our wings, our crane wings. And then the next time we lift, we're going to lift up our heel. So the left foot, lift up the heel, and then down with the heel. And lift up the heel, and down with the heel. You can keep doing that if you like, or you can bring your foot up and then down. And bring your foot up and down. And then if you're feeling very bold and very crane-like. Let's see if we can hold it here for a little bit. Nice crane here. Take breaths. It helps if you have something that you're staring at. And then release on down. Okay. Maybe shake out your legs. Good. All right. We need to do the other side. So we're going to be standing on the left leg this time. So we'll inhale the arms up and down and up and down. And next time, lift the heel of the right foot and down. Lift the heel of the right foot and down. And now you can keep doing that. Or if you like, you can lift up your leg and then down. Lift up your leg and then down. And if you're feeling quite bold and very crane-like, come up and hold your crane, leg up. Feel your ankle, standing ankle wiggling a little bit. That's your body reacting to being held in a balanced pose, and it's all okay. And let's release on down and shake it out. Okay. Let's come on back down to the mat. You can come down any way you like. And let's come onto our back. I think I'll lay sideways a little bit. Okay. Yes. So let's just make sure, you can have your knees bent or not, whatever you like. Let's just make sure that our neck is aligned. So just gently turn your head one way and then exhale to the center, over to the other side. Let's inhale to the center, exhale to the side, and back to center, and last time, and back to center. Okay. So let's take our knees up, and we're going to circle them out from each other. So all the way out. And now we're going to reverse the circles. And you make the circles as big or as little as is comfortable for you. We're just getting a nice gentle massage in the hip joint here. You may feel your low back getting a little massage as we do this. And then bring your feet down. Good. Let's take our knees in towards the chest, lift the legs up, and you have the bottom of your feet facing the ceiling. So this is kind of like a legs up the wall, a relaxing position. And then bend your left knee and bring your right ankle to the left knee. And this is a variation of pigeon pose. You can stay right here if you like. Or you can begin to, and you might want to even press your right thigh away from you. Or you can also begin to lift up your left foot, and you can hold on to your shins, your right shin if you like, or you can wrap your hands around your left thigh if that's good for you. So again, we're getting this nice stretch around the hip joint, maybe a bit in the hamstring, and all this is good for the low back. Let's lower the foot down, bring the other foot down. And let's then take the left ankle onto the right knee. And again, you can stay right here. Another thing you can do is you could press gently on your left thigh, press away, deepening the stretch a little bit. And if you want even more, you can begin to raise your right foot off the floor, flex both feet. You can hold on to the left shin if you like, or you can wrap your hands around your thigh of your right leg or the shin of your right leg. And then lower both feet to the floor. And let's take our feet wide, maybe our arms wide as well, and do a windshield wiper. A final gentle twist for our body. So legs drop to one side, inhale to the center, exhale to the other side, inhale to the center, and back and forth a few times. This will be the last thing we do before Shavasana. And come to stillness. And then lengthen your legs out. If that's what you would like to do, you can leave your knees bent with the knees facing in towards each other. Or another way that you can do Shavasana. You can be on your side or on your tummy, whatever is good for you. Just make yourself really comfortable. And now sit on up. Oops. Okay. All right, so just relax back. Maybe you want to cover with a blanket or put socks on or a sweater on, whatever is good for you. So close your eyes and feel the earth beneath you. Feel how the earth supports you. And allow your whole body to relax down into the earth, feeling all your weight released to the earth. And then relax the tips of your toes. And send the wave of relaxation up your legs, up through the arch of your foot, the heel, the top of your feet, your ankles, your lower legs. Feel the relaxation move through your knees, your upper legs, and your hip joints. Feel the relaxation move on up through your abdomen, and all the organs inside. Feel it going up the low back. And notice how your whole body below your waist is relaxed, being held by the earth. Let the wave of relaxation continue on up your body, up through your waist, your lungs, your sternum, your collarbones, through your mid-back, your upper back, and shoulder blades. And now relax your fingertips and feel that wave of relaxation moving up your arms, through your fingers, the palm of your hand, the back of your hands, your wrists, your lower arms, your elbows, upper arms, and shoulder joints. And feel how relaxed your arms are, resting on the earth. Feel the wave of relaxation move through your throat and your neck. Your jaw releasing, your tongue resting in your mouth, your cheeks relaxing, your eyes resting back in your eye sockets, your eyebrows rest, your forehead smoothing out, and all the little muscles of your scalp releasing. Your head is completely relaxed, heavy on the earth. And feel your whole body relaxed and heavy on the earth. Your whole body. And now become aware of your breath. Notice the breath as it rises and falls. Full, deep, easy breaths. Each exhale is a little longer, a little bit slower than the one before. Each exhale allows the body to relax a little more. Each exhale helps you to let go of something that's no longer needed, something you might be holding on to unnecessarily. Let it out with the breath. Now become aware of the mind. Notice any thoughts that are moving through the mind. Allow the thoughts to settle. Let the mind be clear and free and open. Without any concern in this moment, nothing to do except be. Let the mind rest. Spend a few moments here enjoying this opportunity to rest, relax, to recover, and refresh, to be at peace in the state of relaxation of body, breath, and mind. And now bring your awareness back to your breath, back to your body. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, wrists and ankles. Stretch. And when you're ready, roll to one side and press yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Bring your hands to heart center. May the long-time sun shine upon you, all the love surround you, and the pure light within you guide you along. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. Namaste. And this is our